In the heart of the Amethyst Mountains lay the city of Zaloria, a realm untouched by time. Its walls, carved from the mountains themselves, shimmered in hues of purple, blue, and twilight gold. Above, the sky was an eternal canvas of crimson and cerulean, and stars shone even during daylight. This was a city where the rivers of time flowed differently. Legend told of a void crystal at the city's core, a gemstone so radiant that it was said to glow even in the darkest night. This crystal was believed to possess the formidable power to manipulate and shape time. Eris, a young woman with raven-black hair and eyes reflecting the cosmos, had an insatiable fervour for adventure. She was born with a unique birthmark, shaped like a crescent moon on her wrist. The local myths spoke of her being the chosen one, someone destined to either harness the void crystal's power for the city's prosperity or bring its doom. Eris, a free spirit, often laughed away these tales, viewing them as mere folklore. That was, of course, until one peculiar event set her life on an unexpected trajectory. One evening, as Twilight's embrace began to cloak Zaloria, Eris witnessed something extraordinary. Time, which had always flowed seamlessly, seemed to stutter. Birds hung motionless in the sky, their wings outspread. Water droplets, previously cascading from a nearby fountain, were suspended mid-air. The bustling city streets, alive with merchants, performers, and townsfolk, turned into a silent tableau of frozen moments. Fear gripped Zaloria as the temporal distortion spread further, causing the inhabitants to either age decades within seconds, or revert to their much younger selves. Just as chaos seemed insurmountable, a translucent apparition appeared before Eris. It was a spectre, draped in robes that looked as though they were woven from stardust and cosmic threads. The entity introduced itself as Lyrian, the ancient guardian of the crystal void. He had chosen this moment to reveal himself to Eris, confirming not only her destiny but also the imminent peril Zaloria faced. The crystal, he revealed, was on the verge of shattering, its core fractured from millennia of use. The stakes were made clear. Should the crystal shatter entirely, the entirety of Zaloria would be trapped within an eternal time loop, repeating the same day in perpetuity. The rest of the world would move forward, but Zaloria would remain ensnared, a city lost to time. To restore balance and fix the crystal, Eris would need to gather 3 ancient and powerful artifacts: the Sand of Eons, the Hourglass Nebula, and the Chrono Feather. Eager to save her city and driven by newfound purpose, Eris accepted Lyrian as her guide and protector. Their first destination was the Desert of Infinity, where every grain of sand symbolized a unique moment in time. In this vast and seemingly boundless expanse, they encountered sandstorms that could send one spiraling through different eras. Elysian dunes that housed memories of the past appeared as elusive mirages. After an intense battle with a serpent capable of warping time, Eris managed to secure the precious Sands of Eons. Next on their list was the Hourglass Nebula, an astral marvel located on the edge of reality. Through a ritual that channeled the power of celestial bodies, Eris and Lyrian projected their consciousness into the vast cosmos. There, amidst constellations and galaxies, they discovered the Hourglass Nebula, its beauty unmatched. But this artifact wasn't unguarded. The temporal Sphinx, a being of profound wisdom, posed riddles that intertwined the past, present, and future. Only by solving these riddles could they obtain a fragment of the nebula. Drawing upon her wit and intelligence, Eris succeeded, impressing the Sphinx. The final artifact, the Chrono Feather, was said to be hidden within the mystical forest of Pendulum Pines. The trees in this enchanted woodland swayed in harmony with the universe's heartbeat, their shadows weaving tales of what the future held. At the forest's heart stood the Clockwork Tree, atop which resided the ageless owl, Nocturna. Unlike the previous challenges, Nocturna sought not to test Eris's might but her heart. After ensuring Eris's intentions were pure, she bestowed upon her the coveted Chrono Feather. With all 3 artifacts in hand, Eris and Lyrian returned to the ailing city of Zaloria. Approaching the fractured crystal, Eris felt a surge of energy. Her crescent birthmark began glowing with an intensity she'd never felt before. Positioning the artifacts around the void crystal, she channeled her newfound powers. light and shadow intertwined in a mesmerizing dance, the rift in the crystal slowly sealing itself. Time resumed its natural rhythm. Birds took flight, water droplets resumed their descent, and the people of Zaloria burst into jubilant celebration. Their city was saved from the brink of a temporal apocalypse. Their hero, Eris, had gone from a skeptic to the savior of time itself. Decades later, an imposing monument was erected atop the highest peak of the Amethyst Mountains in Eris's honor. Inscribed upon it were the words, "In the dance of time she found her rhythm." Eris, immortalized in stone and in the hearts of Zaloria's citizens, served as a constant reminder. Time, while fragile, is held together by those brave enough to fight for its sanctity.